Hey y'all, this is Software Focus, and today we're going back to basics with Camtasia. You don't want to miss this. Today's episode will be focused on how your files should be stored on your system when working on a project in Camtasia. Note, this is how I would recommend storing your files and should not be considered the only way to do this. It would be recommended that your files are stored on a local hard drive location for best performance and file integrity. It would also be recommended to save often and make backups of your project files in case something bad happens. Please also note that although services like Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive offer locally accessible, backed up locations on your computer, for performance and file integrity reasons, these locations should not be used. To start, we're going to choose an easily accessible location on the computer for the location of your files. For this demonstration, I'm going to work from the desktop, but the Documents folder or other such folder would work just fine. I'm going to make a new folder with the name of my project. I am then going to enter that folder. And in this folder, I'm going to make 5 additional folders. Recordings. Videos. Images. Renders. And other. These folders will hold the implied data. The recordings folder will hold recordings made by Camtasia. The videos folder will hold external video files that came from a camera or other source and are intended to be used in this project. The images file or the images folder will also hold images from external sources. The renders folder will be used for a render location for your final project. And the other folder can be used for things like scripts or notes. It's kind of just like a scratch folder. Once these folders are created, we'll then actually go open Camtasia and start making our project. Keeping in mind that any external videos or images used in the project will need to be moved to the appropriate location in the project folder. So these would be things like downloaded images off the internet, video files pulled from your camera. Those will need to be moved from wherever they get imported to your computer from that location to this project folder. We will save the project file itself by going to File, Save As, going to the desktop, choosing our project folder, and saving it in here. As mentioned in my video on recording files, you know that by default the recordings are saved into the Documents Camtasia folder. It would be recommended for this file structure workflow to change this setting so that the recorder asks where to save the recording when the recording is finished. This is so, of course, when you finish a recording, you're able to tell it to go to the created recordings folder rather than the default location. I'm going to display an image on screen that shows where to change this setting. I will go into further depth on the Camtasia recorder itself in a later video. With this centralized, organized location on your system, you'll be more easily able to identify and find which projects are which, and be able to directly access the associated media files with that project. You would also have the opportunity to zip the entire folder into a zip file, which would greatly increase the capability of archiving and data storage to help keep your system from being overloaded. This has been Software Focus. If you like this video, hit that like button, or click subscribe to join the channel for future videos. If you have any feedback or ideas for future videos, please leave a comment down below. Keep focusing!